put this in your diary. 26th of September, 5 p.m. Central Africa time, the Alchemy of Ma'at Masterclass from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.-ish, because I get a little bit excited when I teach. Could go over a little bit, but round about 2 hours or so, we're all meeting together in the Zoom room with Marie, okay? There is no charge for this class. There is no charge at all because Ma'at is gifting us. This is what this guidance came through her. I'm following guidance. And she said, take the price off because this class was previously advertised at $88. And she said, there is no charge for this one. And I feel like really giving back to you guys anyway, because you have just been so amazing with turning up and showing up on this channel. So many people have started to come now, and and this community here is growing, and I want to thank every single one of you, because it's an energetic thing. When more of us come together and we grow and we expand as Starseed tribe coming together, that gets put out as our contribution in the ethers. And I am speaking to and getting connected to so many like-minded people. It's like talking to myself, talking to all of you in the comments. It's like talking to me. It's like kindred souls is not quite the word. So I wanted to say thank you. So actually this is a gift from me as well, where this class is going to be completely free. So all you have to do is turn up and receive from Ma'at. So it's not just Ma'at that we're talking about here. We're talking about Sekhmet. She's bringing her fires of transformation and transmutation. We're also bringing in Hathor. As we know, she's the other aspect of Sekhmet. They're one of the same. And she's bringing her beautiful womb waters to help us ignite our hearts and soothe and heal and come into the flow, which is kind of like the essence of what this is all about. And then to be shone, as it were, bestowed with the blessings of Ma'at. Ma'at is going to show us how to embody her 7 principles, 42 laws. Don't worry, we won't be going through them individually. I've kind of figured out a way to just put it into a pinpoint in Marie style. But she's going to show us how to actually embody what it is to live by Ma'at. And that means coming into the physical, which is what I love about this, is because it's very practical ways of applying the Ma'at teachings, because that means that we can actually start to really live in our life. And instead of just doing because this is not a group where we're just going to be doing fancy meditations and off we go. Many of you have been on my lives, it's kind of like that, but this is a bit more of a teaching environment. So we're going to be able to talk and swap notes back and forth and really get to that classroom initiate kind of vibe, which is what these classrooms are actually called. I've called it the temple, and it's a classroom for initiates. And you, if you're watching this, you are the initiate, high initiate, actually. So it's not here for me to teach you anything. I should actually change the name. It's not a classroom, because you're not here to learn. You're here to remember. You're here to recall. So I bring as much frequency through as a conduit for these beings to kind of jolt your memory and remembering what wisdom codes you've got inside of you, because that's what this community is all about. Remembering, for us to step into our power, step into our light, and bring your contribution, and don't be scared to do that. But if you are scared, we need to address that. So, and this is what we're here for, right? So this is a very, very exciting classroom gathering that I'm really looking forward to. So the 26th of September, 5 p.m. Central Africa time. Now, this is a bit of an energy update as well, because we're really moving through this month of balance, right? And we're going to be going through the full moon, and then of course we're going to be moving through to the equinox on the 22nd, and that is all about equal day, equal night. Everything is coming into balance. So there's a lot going on right now. It feels a little bit chaotic, but it does have movement. So if you're going through a tough time right now, I feel like I've been on a bucking bronco. I'm in the depths of my depression. Put it this way, my core issue that I've had for years, if not all my life, has literally taken my breath, because it's come back so strong. And then literally a few hours later, I've expanded beyond it. So I've got this inhale and exhale of different timelines going on. And that happens when we're really balancing up our karma, right? So think of it like the Akashic records, if you want to understand this a little bit more in a different way. Okay, so you've now got your big book, and it's really, really heavy, and you're walking up to Toth, and you're going, do you know what? I'm really done with this book. My arms are aching. You know what I mean? It's done. I'm ready to submit it. there's the balancing of the books with Ma'at. Ma'at's like, yep, she or he's good to go. Okay, so you give Toth the book, and he basically submits it into the universal library, as I call it. Because it's completed, it gets put in the universal library for other souls that come along that need the book of you for their own journey, because they can learn from your wisdom and your experience. So when that happens, it's like Tetris. Your current library now shifts and shakes and changes, right? Which means you now can go in and basically access a brand new book and start to kind of like really work with the next level of you. So you are closing and you are activating the new. So there's a lot of giving away and bringing in and closing and activating, which is why it's all a bit like a washing machine right now. So if you feel like that, the good news is, right, when we have got to this part of the game, which we have, and we are clearing deep subconscious stuff, which we are, because let's keep it real, there's stuff that we're aware of, but I have been letting go of stuff that I didn't even know was there. It's been with me for lifetimes, kind of got used to it, I think. It's become part of the makeup of the house, didn't even know it was an issue. And then it's come up like boof. So we are at subconscious healing, releasing level. If that's the case, which it is, that means that we have gone as a collective to a certain level of surrender. So, because that can only happen when we've surrendered. You may be struggling with it a little bit here and there, but as a collective, we're in the surrender vibes right now, which is a great thing. So that subconscious would only be able to be released if we were letting go. And so now it's kind of like, you just got to let go, just go with it and trust and know that everything is going to be taken care of. So now bringing in Ma'at, okay, for the month of September, especially as we move into Virgo and Libra, balancing the scales, getting right with everything, because it's your time now. You are so close to the end. We're like literally about 5% there. It's so close. But now we know it's that close. It's time to move on and start building. So call in Ma'at, because you are an upholder of her. Start to rebuild your life, your body, whatever it looks like to you. And then start to work with Sekhmet and Hathor and whoever's other frequencies you want to bring in. But do it from an empowered position. You are not worshipping these gods and goddesses. They are you. So your mission right now is to actually have their frequency work through your lens and your filter into the world, not you moving through their filter. That's what Sekhmet wants. She wants us to embody her aspects so we can be the blend, but it's us. It's Marie who stands here before you, emanating her lion's heart. And it's you who stands there with your signature frequency, emanating that. It's time for our inner authority to come online. And the only way we can do that is by balancing the scales. And the only way that we can do that is by bringing in Ma'at. You get the gist. You get the gist. So facing your fear is facing your power. So if you're faced with this thing right now, the balloon pop moment is coming, if it hasn't come already, and come to the Zoom group, because just being with community is going to help your heart ever such a lot. That's our next step. So if you're not willing to go there now, it's where you're going to be going very soon. And let me tell you, that's the absolute tonic. And just to finish on this video, okay, I know through my own wisdom walk, okay, I know this. I find that when I am with my absolute aligned star family, all of the work kind of falls away, because when I'm with my family and I feel safe, my encodements start to unlock, because there's a vibrational interaction with my environment. I read the environment and I'm like, oh, they're my tribe. Oh, they're my tribe. They're my tribe. You know, me and a friend, Michelle, were actually talking about this, who's another beautiful soul I've met through this. This is what I'm saying. We're all coming together. And we were talking about the comfortability between us. And that's kind of like the comfortability between us here on YouTube, because I love talking to every single one of you. It's a safe space. So if you now take the next step, let's take our relationship to the next step. Come into the Zoom room, and then you will feel, even if it's just a little big toe in, how comfortable you feel. You feel that level of safety. And then you will start to gently, but you know, in a good way, start to bring your gifts and attunements forward, because you feel comfortable to do that. It's all about safety and finding your tribe. So even if you don't even listen to my teachings and you just turn up on Zoom room and just lie on the sofa, you're still there. But I would much rather it if you're interactive. But anyway, 26th of September, okay? I'll put the link down here. Click on that Zoom link and I will see you in class at the temple. The temple doors are open. Thank you for watching.